Hello, my name is Matthew and welcome to the official Tomahawk Creek Middle School 10th anniversary video.
My name is Izzy and today we're taking you through the years of Tomahawk Creek Middle School and exploring how the school has grown and changed throughout the last 10 years.
And I'm Emma, and without further ado, let's roll the clip.
Tomahawk was, of course, founded 10 years ago in 2008. 57 teachers are still here, some of which include Mrs. Mashburn, Mrs. Johnson, and Mrs. Murray. Our first principal was Mr. Ellick. At the time, Tech Club and Dr. Ellen weren't a part of the school. TCMS actually stands for the school's core values: technology, commitment, moral leadership, and service. This concludes a brief history.
Now, going off of our brief history, we have some interviews with our very first principal and one of our very first assistant principals.
What was it like being the first principal at TCMS?
TCMS, the first principal. Wow. It was really neat, really cool. I can't tell you. Emma,
Yes.
when I had the conversation about Tomahawk Creek, I remember, and it was Dr. Newsom, the superintendent, and they had already begun some of the construction, and I kind of drove over here, and there were trees everywhere. And little brick and mortar. And I thought, wow, what an opportunity to bring life into Tomahawk Creek Middle School. And you asked what it was like. It was a true expression of bringing life and love into a building. The people who we had one vision of taking care of students, spreading lots of joy, lots of goodness, lots of kindness, school spirit. You kind of get the theme, but to bring together the community, the family of Tomahawk Creek in 2008 continues to be one of the best experiences I have had as a school leader.
So the second question is, what's different about Tomahawk since you were here?
Wow. Well, one of the things that I think that's really neat is many of the I'll say rituals, many of the structures, if you will, that were in place when the school opened, and even the teachers and other staff members are still here. Obviously, the students have changed, so that's different, and that will always be evolving when you bring more students in. I see there's a cool, neat reader board out there, and when I was driving up, that's one thing that seems to be different. But in terms of the school itself, since I haven't spent that much time in the building to talk about the things that are different, but what I can say continues to be the same is that vibe, that feeling when you walk into Tomahawk Creek. It just feels good.
Hi, this is Dr. Wafnock, and he was one of our first assistant principals. So, what did you like about Tomahawk?
What did I like about Tomahawk? Wow. I think a better question would be what do I don't like about Tomahawk, because there's just so much that I like about Tomahawk, and I just have a lot of really fond memories about being here and opening Tomahawk and working with all the kids and the teachers. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed any of the new murals on the wall, and do you like them?
They're beautiful. They're amazing. Yes, those murals were not here when I was here, but I have come back since to visit and seen the murals, and the students in Miss Moriarty's class do a fantastic job. They really have done an amazing job.
So you're coming back 7 years later. What has changed about Tomahawk?
Well, I just think that this is a great place, and it just every single year it seems as though it just keeps getting better and better and better every single year. I've been kind of paying attention from afar, and it seems like the teachers are just doing a phenomenal job. The kids are just doing some incredible things. I heard about the prosthetic hand that you all created. Amazing. And it's just, I just keep hearing about all the fantastic things that you all are doing here in Tomahawk.
Thank you.
Now to compare, here's an interview with our current principal, Dr. Elena.
My name is Dr. Elena, and I'm currently the principal at Tomahawk Creek Middle School. I'm in my 7th year here.
How have you seen Tomahawk change over the last 7 years?
I think probably the biggest thing is just the total number of students. I mean, we started when I was here, we were right at 1,200, and now we're over 1,500, and next year we're probably close to 1,600. I don't think our students have changed. I think we still hold to our core values, and I think we still do the things that have made us an excellent middle school. I think the number of students has changed, and with that brings new teachers and new opportunities for all kinds of classes and different things that our students can be involved in.
How have you seen Tomahawk's core values expressed in the school?
I think the things that strike me the most are, if you look around the room, around the building, we see the art murals that are done by Mrs. Moriarty's class, and each one of those murals in the locker pod incorporates some form of recognition for those current 8th graders, and so they're leaving their mark literally on the school, which is a pretty cool thing. I think the other part that I find is a big part of what we do is our community service. Between our teams doing community service activities, our clubs doing community service activities, our SCA, our National Junior Honor Society, and then the community service hours that each student is expected to do, that's something that is a tangible evidence of our core values of community service.
What's your favorite part about Tomahawk?
I think there's 2 things that I always think about. First of all, when I look at students, when I look at teachers, they seem happy. They like where they are, they like the school, they enjoy coming here, and that's a huge thing for us. I think the other part that I like is that we have teachers and students, just like this group here that's doing the digital audio video editing, that are exploring new things. They're doing innovative things. They're doing creative activities. It's very rare that you have somebody that just sits in a classroom and gets lectured to anymore. There's activities, those lessons and instruction that the teachers create. That's really exciting, not only for the teachers and for the school, but also for the students.
Many of Tomahawk's teachers were here since the school opened 10 years ago.
And many teachers joined us along the way.
Tomahawk would be nothing without its teachers, and we've asked some of them about the school and how it's changed.
Here's what they have to say in our teacher interviews.
What I love the most is the people that I work with, because they care about the school, they care about their students, and they give it their best. It's always fun to come here.
I just love the kids, I love the staff, I love the administration does a good job of letting the teachers have a lot of flexibility and to be able to choose things that they want to do. But I really just love just the way the kids work with each other, get along with each other, and just have a lot of school spirit.
What I like about Tomahawk has got to be my awesome coworkers and also the kids. I have a great time with the kids. I love being with the kids. We have fun, we make math fun, and it just makes the day go by quicker.
No, not in this school. I taught social studies when I was at Swift Creek.
Okay, I've always taught math at Tomahawk, but I have taught in all 3 grade levels. My first year I was in 6th grade, And then after that, I moved to 7th grade and was at 7th grade for several years. And then I moved to 8th grade and have taught algebra and have been in algebra ever since.
Favorite memory? There's a lot. I think like a lot of the Pink Out games and the student faculty basketball games have been a lot of fun, a lot of good times there. One most recent, I think, was last year when the girls basketball team came back from behind and won the championship, and that was the first championship for the girls basketball team here at Tomahawk. So I think the sports and the activities and just the good times together. There's a lot of good memories here.
My favorite memory at Tomahawk has got to be, let's just say, I'm a winner. And when I say winner, I mean all I do is win, win, win. So I'm not sure if you noticed this, but this is the golden sock. I'm the reigning champion for many years for the sock drive. We're awesome. My kids rock.
It's gotten a lot bigger. There's a lot more students, a lot more teachers, and a lot of activities. I think a lot more activities for people to get involved with.
The biggest difference between the first year and now is just the number of students. I think we started out with about 1,100 students, and now we're approaching 1,600. So just the size of the student population and the increase in lockers and everything just makes for more busier hallways and activities going on.
Wow, Tomahawk's changed a lot over the years.
And that's because of the countless teachers, staff, and administration working every day to ensure that Tomahawk innovates, evolves, and develops.
Yes, it's because of their innovation that our school is as amazing as it is. Thank you.
Now here's a look back on our sports department and the success and growth they've had over the years.
Tomahawk features a wide variety of sports for students to join. Tomahawk also hosts intramurals, which are sports that don't require a tryout for students who are just looking to gain experience or have a good time. Most of the sports teams are run by teachers, but are driven by the students and their commitment and devotion to their team and/or game. Mrs. Clark, who coaches the girls' basketball team, has this to say about the process.
The best thing about coaching at the middle school level is the relationships you form, and then also seeing the kids excel outside of the classroom. We've been really successful here at Tomahawk Creek over the last 10 years in all sports, so track, cross country, basketball, soccer, cheerleading. That's about it.
Our Timberwolves have brought back 49 titles. Girls track and field scored division champions in 2010 and 17, and tournament champions in 2011 and 17. Boys cross country scored division champions in 2008, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, and 17, and county champions in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 14, and 17. Girls cross country scored division champions in 2008, 9, 13, 14, and 17, and county champions in 2008, 9, 10, 13, 14, and 17. Girls soccer scored county champions in 2009, 10, 12, and 17, and tournament champions in 2009, 12, 16, and 17. Boys soccer scored county champions in 2008 and 9, and tournament champions in 2008 and 9. Girls basketball scored champions in 2016. And lastly, boys basketball scored county champions in 2012, 16, and 17, and tournament champions in 2009, 12, and 17. Congrats to them all. Now to wrap up the sports segment, Lily tells us about her experience in the sports department.
I played basketball and soccer for all 3 years at Tomahawk, and it's really beneficial because it helps you manage your time. You get to spend time with a bunch of great people, and Miss Clark, the coach, she's really nice. And you get to, my favorite memory is winning the championship with the soccer team for 2 years in a row and being undefeated. it's just great and it's a lot of fun.
Go Timberwolves! Yeah, our Timberwolves have had 49 championships and hopefully more to come.
The music program at Tomahawk has been going strong for 10 years now.
Let's take a look!
It has been really a journey to watch the choral program at Tomahawk Creek Middle School evolve over the years. When we opened, we had a pretty small choral program, and we had just a handful of boys that were in the program. I think we had maybe 3 guys in all of 8th grade mixed, and I've watched that grow over the years. We were able to start a boys chorus the very first year that we opened, thanks to a very excited 6th grader who was bound and determined that we were going to have a boys chorus, and I'm proud to say we have one today and had one since then, and it's right at about 30 boys this year, which is awesome because it's the only boys chorus in middle school in the entire county. The program itself has really grown. I'm fortunate enough to have 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade girl sections and mixed sections, which is really cool to have in a middle school choral program. Again, it's been quite a journey, and I'm glad to see that it has grown the way it has, and I'm looking forward to see it continue to grow in the future.
I've been in chorus since 6th grade, and it's been awesome, and the music program here is great, and you learn so much. You learn everything, and nobody gives up on teaching you anything, and you just really progress in your learning experience with music here.
Well, happy 10-year anniversary to Tomahawk Creek. I'm Mrs. Slagle. I've only actually been here for a year. Within that year, though, there's been a lot of improvement within the band, and my expectations have been exceeded at every milestone. This year, the 8th grade they did their first Halloween concert at Cosby High School, first annual, we're gonna make it. And they were given high school level music at the beginning of the year and totally nailed it. They crushed it, and it sounded awesome. And so that was just one tiny example of how much they've improved.
So my experience in band I would say that it helped me learn how to work along with others to contribute to something that was very beautiful and very meaningful.
So when Tomahawk Creek first opened up, the orchestra was small. And then in the past 10 years, the numbers have grown from probably 20 in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade to over 130 in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So it has grown tremendously in the past 10 years. And the students are now playing much more advanced music than we were playing 10 years ago. Because we were just an infantile program when we first opened up, and now we are huge. So, and the kids just love it. They eat up every minute of it, and it's just such a fun place to be, and they are really growing and playing well.
Orchestra for me has been a really, really awesome experience.
We thank you for joining us in celebrating Tomahawk's 10-year anniversary.
Tomahawk has grown and changed so much in the last 10 years.
We've been looking back this entire video. Well, now it's time to look towards the future. If so much can change in 10 years, what's going to happen in the next 10? That's for you to decide.